We're out here at 8729 Lower Marine Road. In the last couple weeks, a lot of changes have taken place. Today, we're going to address some of those issues and some of the questions that many of you have asked. One of the many questions that we've had is, why doesn't the floor come out to the edge of the concrete, as you can see down here? Nathan's going to actually explain that for us.
So on your typical house, your framed wall would sit up here on your floor like this. And then you would have below it, you would have your band board exposed. But on this home with the thermasteel walls, we've actually added 17.5 inches in length to the wall. So the wall will slide down past the floor and will actually sit on the concrete. This will eliminate the cold band board and give us an effective R value of 33.
Now that we've explained the technique that is used for the walls, Nathan, you've also stated that this wall is safer than the wood frame wall. Why is that?
These walls have been engineered at a rating of 150 miles per hour on a flatline wind. And a wall is only as strong as the substrate that it's attached to. So instead of being nailed to a wood floor with typical nails, this wall system will be bolted onto the concrete, directly to the concrete with heavy bolts. This wall will sit inside the plate, be screwed in from the outside, and on the inside it'll be screwed into the floor through a piece of steel here and bolted in this way to give it more strength. And this will also act as a barrier for the lightweight concrete that will sit on top of the floor. Since the wall is bolted into the concrete, it makes it much stronger than the typical framed wall that's nailed to wood. In all the areas where we have a walkout wall built, since we don't have the thickness to sit a wall on top of it, we have almost 3-inch fillers that will be screwed right to this plate and will sit directly on top of that wall, and then it will come up to the height of the floor where the new walls will sit, hanging over to that.
Okay, here's another question that comes from one of our viewers. Where is the garage and what is this big area?
Well, this over here is a theater / safe room. This is the reason why the walls are so thick, and we have number 6 rebar on a 12-inch grid. That's part of the safe room. As you can see the drop in the elevation in here, that's for stadium seating in the theater room. So we figured when you're avoiding a tornado or a storm, why not be able to go into your basement and watch a movie in your safe room? This garage floor is probably one of the most exciting parts of this whole project for me. We're going to have 12-inch filler panels made of steel and foam sitting running north and south on top of the floor. We're going to have temporary wood framing walls running east and west that's going to hold up this floor until the concrete cures. So we have a 12-inch foam panel. We have a 6-inch concrete floor going on top of it, sloping 3 inches from back to front. And when you remove your shoring, what you're going to see from the theater room is a foam ceiling with steel studs that are already ready for drywall with an R50 insulated value.
This is not a question that has come in from our viewers, but rather this is something that we would like to share with you. We're actually standing in the area where we'll be having our meals. From behind us, you can see the area that we get to see every time we sit down as a family.